Manga-Waido.
Not again. My name is Hiroyuki Nanjo. Because my father couldn't work much due to his physical weakness, my family was quite poor. I've been interviewing with many companies to get a job as a high school graduate to help my family's finances. But as you can see, I'm having no luck. Perhaps concerned about my situation, my mother said to me one day,
"My relative Kaido-san runs a screw factory and he's looking for an employee. You want me to ask him?"
"Seriously? That would help a lot!" I took her up on the offer, and from then on things went very smoothly and I was finally able to become a working adult. It's been almost a year since I started working at Kaido Factory, which has a company dormitory from where I'm sending money home to my parents. At the factory, I'm in charge of inspecting the finished screws. Are the grooves where the screwdrivers are inserted filled in? Is the body of the screw distorted? I check them one by one and pass them to the packing lanes. I'm not a person who is good at socializing, so this was a good job for me. But it's not like there weren't any problems. "Huh? Nanjo? Were you sleeping while I was on my rounds? There's still one whole box left. So slow." I'm sorry. His name was Masato Nanaka, and he's my senior. He was originally in charge of inspections at the same site as me, but last year he was transferred to sales and was considered the hope of the sales team. "It's already been a year. You're so slow. I thought you just looked sleepy. But are you actually sleeping on the job?" I'm not sure what Nanaka doesn't like about me, but he one-ups me any chance he gets. "I'm the one who's out there working my hardest to get jobs. Stop being lazy." "Ah!" Nanaka grabbed the screws that were about to get inspected, scattered them on the desk in vain, and patted me on the shoulder in satisfaction. "Well, I'm leaving. So good luck, Slowpoke." Yes. I let out a small sigh in front of the workbench. Lately, Nanaka's been meddling in my personal life too. After work, when I was changing in the locker room, today's sales meetings were exhausting. Thank you for your hard work." "Oh, I'm so tired, and now I have to go on a date. So tiring." "Huh. By the way, you got a girlfriend?" No, I don't." "Of course you wouldn't. You should work out more. What's with this skinny body?" "You can't protect anyone like that. If you're a man, you should go to the gym and work out like me." I couldn't say anything back and just slumped over. Honestly, I want to quit. I want to run away right now. But I can't give up the job just because of something like that. I grit my teeth and endured. After that, the days of being unreasonably one-up by Nanaka continued to pass. Then one day, a morning meeting, an unfamiliar woman was standing next to the president. "This is my daughter, Mizuki Kaido. She'll be working at this factory from today."
"Nice to meet you."
Kaido-san gave a cute smile. Other male employees whispered, "She's cute." Meanwhile, I was not there in the moment thinking how Nanaka would be nagging me again today. "I'll leave Mizuki's trainer to Nanjo." "What?" "Teaching others is also a way to grow." "Boss, it would be a hard task for Nanjo, who's only been with the company for a year. I'll do it instead." No. You have to let the young ones take on the challenge." "You're right. Hey, you better not get carried away and get your hands on her." Who's the one getting carried away? But I couldn't argue, so I gave a small nod. The morning meeting was over, and Kaido-san came over to me. The moment I opened my mouth to greet her, Kaido-san smiled at me.
"Nanjo, right? Hurry up and give me a tour."
"What?"
"You should be honored to be my trainer, even though you've only been here for a year."
"Oh, yes." What a strong personality. But I couldn't complain to the boss's daughter, so I gave her a tour of the factory. Every day after that, I worked hard in my own way to fulfill my duties as her trainer. Kaido-san did her job well and learned quickly, but...
I'm thirsty. Hey, get me something to drink.
A drink? Why don't you go buy it yourself?
What?
I'll go buy it. Another day.
My shoulders are stiff from all the meticulous work. Give me a shoulder massage.
Huh? Until the end of break then.
No, only until I'm satisfied. Otherwise, I can't work efficiently.
Okay. She was selfish and hard on other people. Is this what it means to be the president's daughter? I was already exhausted after half a month of being her trainer. I let out one more sigh that morning then switched gears and went into the office. Good morning, Kaido-san.
Oh, morning.
Oh, it's you. Oh, good morning. I've been so busy with Kaido-san that I almost forgot about Nonaka. But it seems that Nonaka is seriously obsessed with Kaido-san. Last month, a French restaurant opened up in a neighboring town no one knows about. Would you like to go there on our next day off?
Huh? Where?
It's a hideout after all. It's a little deep in the mountains. Well, I'll take you there in my car. A handsome man and a pretty woman makes for a good match. Now don't get involved with me. As I mumbled that to myself, I headed for the workshop, unaware that an incident would occur later. It was around 3 p.m. when I came back from a break, continuing to work as usual. When I returned to the workshop, Kaido-san was climbing up on a stepladder to take a cardboard box off the top shelf. That's when... Ah! Kaido-san loses her balance and her body falls backward in a heap. Before I could think, I ran to Kaido-san and caught her as she fell. A heavy box falls on my head and the fallen stepladder wraps around my legs. A dull thud ran through my body and I blacked out. I felt someone calling me and I slowly opened my eyes. Oh, Kaido-san.
Are you okay?
Kaido-san, are you hurt?
I'm fine, but you broke your arm.
I never thought she'd be so worried about me. I was surprised knowing her usual arrogance.
I'm sorry. It's my fault.
No, don't worry about it. I'm fine. I managed to calm Kaido-san, who was tearing, and sent her home that day. Turns out I had to stay in the hospital for 4 days, including the rehab period. But Kaido-san came to visit me every day after that.
Here, I brought pears. I'll peel them.
Thank you, but it's okay. And you don't have to come every day after work, you know.
What? You don't want me to?
No, it's not like that.
I want to do this.
Kaido-san turns away to hide her blushing face.
What? Stop laughing!
The gesture was kinda cute and funny, which made me laugh for the first time in a while. A few days later, I was safely discharged from the hospital. It was the day after that, Kaido-san? Kaido-san came to my house while I was on sick leave.
Here, I made you some food, and I'll do some housework for you.
What? Oh no, I feel bad.
You can't move your right hand, can you? I'm coming in.
Wait, Kaido-san! She uses her strong personality and...
Injured people need to rest.
I was made to stay on the couch. She was surprisingly efficient with the housework. I couldn't use my right arm, and my leg, although it wasn't broken, was still in bad shape, so I was actually very grateful. I feel bad if I don't thank her for all the help she gave me. Oh, Kaido-san!
What?
If you don't mind, would you like to share the food you made for me?
What? Are you sure?
Of course.
I'll just get this over with then.
My heart flutters a little at Kaido-san's gentle smile.
There we go.
The house was spotlessly clean.
Okay, now this. Come here.
What? What are you gonna do? Kaido-san brought me to the front of the bathtub and started taking off her top. What? What?
All right, you get undressed too.
I can't do that!
Huh? What are you talking about? I'd like to do laundry while you're in the tub. My clothes got dirty when I was cleaning the drains, so let me wash it with yours.
Oh, I see.
I'll come back in 10 minutes. You take a bath until then.
I made a terribly embarrassing misunderstanding. Turning red, I quickly ran off to the changing room. When I got out of the bath, the meal was ready. The lunch boxes were heated and neatly arranged for 2. She's surprisingly homey. Bon appetit!
Go ahead.
I started eating her homemade hamburger steak with my left hand that I wasn't used to. Oh, delicious!
Of course it is.
She quickly takes a mouthful of rice with an angry look on her face. As if she's trying to hide her embarrassment. I boldly ask her what I was wondering about. Why are you being so nice to me?
You don't remember, do you?
What?
You helped me when I fell down before, just like this time.
Before? Oh! This is when I remembered everything. The Kaido family and my family are distant relatives. When I was a child, my mother took me to visit the Kaido family several times. I was in the early grades of elementary school when she fell from a tree in the garden and I was pinned under her. That's what you meant.
I owe you for that time and now this.
Thank you. She still remembered that. 3 days later, I went back to work.
Oh, Nanjo, are you okay now? How are you feeling?
A friendly lady who works with me greeted me with a smile. I'm doing okay. The cast hasn't been removed yet, so I have to work with one hand, but...
If that's the case, you should have stayed rested a little longer. What a bad timing for you to get back to work, huh?
Bad timing?
Well, on the very same day you were hospitalized, a suspicious man showed up at the factory.
Suspicious?
That's right. The other day I came to the factory after 9 p.m. to pick up something I had forgotten. And there was a suspicious man hanging around the entrance. When he noticed me, he ran away.
That's... scary.
Right. I ended up leaving without picking up what I forgot since it was grossing me out.
So that's what happened. Just then... Oh, you're back at last, skinny boy! Nonaka. The lady said see you later and walked away. I'm sorry, it was a long time. I told you, didn't I? You get hurt like that because you don't work out! His one-upping had already begun. But I had something on my mind, so I didn't care. I was somewhat concerned about the suspicious person, but I went back to work for the first time in a while. But things didn't go as well as usual with the cast on. With the help of my colleagues and seniors, I somehow managed to finish my first day back at work. Thanks for your hard work! When I left the factory after changing out of my work clothes, Nonaka and Kaido-san were there. Hey, let's go out to dinner just once.
No, I'm fine. I don't care how many times you ask me out, I'm not going.
I felt uneasy seeing Nonaka still making advances on Kaido-san. But I didn't know what Nonaka would say if I stuck my neck out. I turned my back on them and left. It was at that moment. Mizuki! We finally get to meet! What?
Huh? Who?
That's disappointing. You see me every day at the convenience store. You smile at me, don't you? Right? Mizuki, you like me too, right?
I don't know anything about you.
Could this be the suspicious man I was hearing about? And it's Kaido-san's stalker at that! Who is that guy next to you? A man other than me getting close to Mizuki? I can't allow that. Who are you? Who are you? Get away from Mizuki! Okay, I'll stay away. I'm not a boyfriend or anything. I don't deserve any of this.
Hey!
Come on, Mizuki. Let's go.
Stop! Don't come any closer!
Now's the chance! The moment the man's hand reached for Kaido-san, I hit him the back of the head with my cast. I straddled the man as he collapsed. Kaido-san, run! Call the police!
Okay.
Stay down! Wait, he's unconscious? After that, other employees called by Kaido-san rushed to the scene, and the stalker was restrained. A few minutes later, I told the police officer who arrived and the man was taken away. Thank God.
Are you okay? Did your injuries get worse?
I'm fine. I'm just relieved. Kaido-san, are you okay? Sorry. I wanted to do some karate moves too, but it's not a good idea to get serious against an amateur, you know.
It doesn't matter.
Huh?
I don't need to be protected by a guy who only talks, since Nanjo will protect me. If you have time to brag about your muscles, fix your cowardice first.
What? Seriously, when I came running in, he was the only one slumped over in a heap. Compared to that, Najo's amazing. He's got more guts than he looks. Nonaka, perhaps unable to stand the stares of those around him, turned red and fled the scene. From the next day, Nonaka stopped coming to the company. I heard that he was quitting because it had become too hard for him to stay. I had a lot to say, but to be honest, I'm relieved. And a month later, the strike against the stalker guy made it later than planned, but the cast on my right arm was safely removed, and I was enjoying the feeling of freedom. I got home from the hospital and was getting ready to leave when the doorbell rang at just the right moment.
Are you okay? Does your hand work normally?
Thanks to you, it's back to normal.
I guess I can pull your hand as hard as I want today. Here, I brought lunch.
Thanks! All right, let's go!
Yeah.
I took Mizuki by the hand and left the house.